Welcome back to Food Street. It's Red Knight here, and welcome to Red Knight's Place, the #1 restaurant for good food anywhere in the world. Now, I happen to know that's true because I am the chef, and I just love to cook wonderful food. But let's get on with the game, and let's show you what I'm doing today. Right, so first things first. Oh, wow, I've just achieved the Gardener badge. Oh my god, another achievement unlocked. Awesome! I'm so good. Oh yes. Now, do remember that when you are playing the game, depending on some of the actions that you do, you will get achievements for those. Now, exactly what all the achievements are, okay, I haven't found yet. I'm still working my way through them. But at some stage in the future, I hope we'll have all of them done, and then we can see every single achievement within all of the videos. But until then, you just have to watch and play with me. Now, currently I'm a level 9 in this video, but by the time I finish this video, I will be up to a level 11. Oh yeah, so 2 levels. Excellent. Don't you just love that when that happens? So first things first, let's start filling my orders, getting things into production within my kitchen, and let's get these dishes made for my customers. Now, what have I got planned for you today? Well, lots, but you will have to watch and see exactly. But I will give you a clue. By the end of this video, something will look very, very different in my restaurant. Trust me on that. Right, so what am I doing at the moment? That's right, I'm feeding my animals, I'm harvesting my crops, I'm serving my customers, and I'm letting the takeaway customers wait. And over there in the corner is a little cabinet with a tick mark. This is for my achievements, and look at that. Harvest 1,000 crops is the next one I need to do. Oh wow, that's going to be fun to aim for. Now if you look to the bottom of my screen, you will see that there is a little arrow that points in both directions, as though it's turning. Now that is my trade stall. And guess what? There is a number against it, which means I have 2 sales there that I need to go and collect at some stage. Because the items I was selling earlier in the game have been bought by someone. Isn't that wonderful? They loved what I was selling, they loved my prices, and here we go. And look, you can even see their icons. So cool. Thank you very much for buying those 2 items, you two. It was really appreciative, and that gave me some nice return. Now at the moment I don't have so many friends on my friends bar, but that will change in the near future. I know that because within the forum for Food Street, okay, you have the option to add people, and you can post a little message like I have done myself to say, hey, let's get together on Game Center or Facebook and become friends. And the more friends you have in the game, it means more chances to buy delicious food and ingredients, plus to sell your items as well. And it also means that these people can come to your restaurant's property and revive any bushes or trees. Right, now I can upgrade my pantry here to 70, so let's do it. Yay, and another achievement unlocked, and look at that design change. Doesn't it look beautiful? So now I can have up to 70 items. That's much better than what it was before, and this is what I currently have left. So I need some more planks, measuring tapes, and saws. Now if you do have these items and you want to sell them to me, please do so, because I'd love to upgrade as soon as possible. I'd want to find out what the maximum is. So upgrade the pantry 5 times. So that will be my next achievement to aim for with that one. Ooh, very nice. So harvesting my crops and then planting some new ones. Now I'm looking forward to getting mushrooms, and by the end of this video I will have mushrooms. Yeah, I love mushrooms. You can make some really delicious dishes. Now my favorite mushroom dish has to be from a fish and chip shop in my hometown in England. Now this fish and chip shop fries the mushrooms, and then once they are done you can add tartar sauce to the top, and oh my god, is it delicious. So every Thursday after after I finished my evening activities, I would go there and I would buy some fried mushrooms, and then I would sit outside and I would just eat those mushrooms, and it was so delicious. In fact, sometimes I would enjoy it so much I would buy two lots. But that was a long, long time ago. Now, on occasion, when I do go back to England, which is not that often, these days is about once every 4 years, I do actually try and visit that fish and chip shop and buy the pizza that they sell, or fish and chips, or the mushrooms in batter. It will depend on my feeling at the time, because they, as far as I'm concerned, are the best fish and chip shop in the town. Now, what are we doing here in the game? Well, basically we've done everything that we need to worry about. So the main thing here now is literally just harvesting crops and just making items. Or what I can do is start to remodel my restaurant. And remodeling my restaurant, I think, is a very, very good idea. But what changes should I make? How should I go about redesigning my restaurant to make it look more interesting and enjoyable? Well, let's go into the edit mode and have a look and see what we got. Well, the first button there at the top will allow you to see all of the machines that you can get. And as we scroll down here, you'll notice that many of them are still locked. So what you have to do is to level up in the game, and then as you level up, you will be able to get new machines, which means that you're going to have to start harvesting more products and also increasing the size of your storage. So try not to buy too much before you have sufficient storage, because you will find that it becomes more and more challenging. Now, it's okay not to have a machine and to bin any customer orders for goods that you don't have the machines for. Just wait until you are ready, and then once you are ready, please do purchase those machines. And I must admit though, I do love the designs of those machines, and there are some really, really good ones there. Now, for myself, I'm very, very concerned about space. Okay, now we can actually expand the land area, and you're going to need resources to do that. And basically, once you move up within the game, you have these options to expand. But currently, at the moment, okay, you're very, very limited by the area. But the choice is yours. Now, I've seen some really unusual restaurant designs already. I think probably the most unusual I've found so far has been when I've seen the actual animals inside the restaurant. So the cows are inside the restaurant, the hens are inside the restaurant. Now for me this is very, very strange, and I found it a little bit unnerving and very unhygienic. Now, when I think about a restaurant having animals inside, it's not really such a good thing. But at the end of the day, the design choice is yours. If you wish to put the animals inside, please go ahead and do so. But personally, I don't think that's a nice idea. I kind of love some of the restaurants I've seen where some of the more advanced players have made a nice little fenced off area, or a nice little area where they keep all their animals together, and I think it looks really, really good. And that's my preference, and I think I will start focusing on that as my design aspect for the future when it comes to animals. Okay, right, now as usual, Stella's Cafe is selling lots of items, and you must buy every single item. Now it's okay if you do not have the storage space. You can just leave them there till later, until you need them. But please do make sure you clear everything before the day is over. Now if you do jump over to Stella's Cafe, you get the opportunity to see what a 50 or level 59 players restaurant and land looks like. Just look at this design. But hey, Stella, you haven't opened up that one area just to the left-hand side yet. Why is that, I wonder? Maybe you don't want to participate in any of the activities later. Or maybe you have insufficient coins because you've got such a beautiful restaurant and you've spent all of your money. Please do open that area up, because I'd love to see that area as part of your design as well. Now, my chicken coop, you can make eggs and chicken legs here, and it's a balance on what you want to do. Now, remember that you can expand these areas, and you're going to need gems to increase the production line slots for your machines and for your animals. Now, sometimes you'll notice I have two, sometimes you'll notice I have three because I've upgraded some of them. Now, I suppose my biggest focus for the upgrades to start with will be for the animals because they are the ones that are producing the ingredients, and I'm in no rush to actually make the items on the machine considering the time it takes. The ingredients for me seem to be the most important aspect of the game at the moment, and it is a really fine balancing game until you level up your storage. Just look at that restaurant, doesn't it look good? And I love the graphics. Look at the way these people are being served. I could sit and watch these people eating for a long, long time. Now, you do get some visitors who do come to your restaurant, and these people are going to request items. Now, you do have the choice with these takeaway customers. You can serve their needs or you can send them away. When it comes to filling the orders, do tap on the icon and it will tell you which machine's required, and then you can jump straight to that machine. It's such a speedy way, and I love that option within this game because it allows you to jump to the machine very, very quickly. Yay, let's harvest some more, and look at those stars. Yay, I'm getting close to level 10 there. So I wonder, will I level up very, very soon, or will it take me another mini video to get there? Right, now if you want to remove trunks or remove trees, you're going to need some items. Sometimes you will need saws, like this one here, and then if you just tap on the green button, it will remove it. Sometimes you get a trunk like this, and you just do what I've just done there, and bingo, it's gone. So removing some of the items from around your restaurant will allow you to expand in a much nicer way. But the choice is yours. Please don't take away too much until you're really comfortable with the design you want to go to. Now you'll notice here that I'm actually adding in a pathway. Now to do this is fantastic, and if you actually do this, it makes it much easier for your visitors to actually enter your restaurant. And do remember the show and hide allows you to remove everything off there when you want to lay out your land. Now, doesn't that look really good with the path piece there? I'm really satisfied with that now. I do like that a lot. Now, at some stage, I'm going to be adding some fences in. I'm also going to be putting in some more trees and moving some stuff around. Mushrooms, I can't wait. Look at all those visitors now coming out. Now you do notice as they're walking around, they're walking all over my beautiful green grass. Now I kind of don't like that. I think walking across the grass is very, very rude and creates the wrong kind of path effect. This is why I think it's very, very important to at some stage to basically put down fence posts to stop people from doing that. Now you'll notice here that I'm actually messing around and showing you how to lay some path pieces out. So just click on the path icon, tap on one of the squares, and then basically just slide your finger like I'm doing. Now if you slide it so it's from left to right or right to left, it will give you many, many blocks together. If you go from top to bottom, it will then extend that area, and then you can just tap anywhere within the grid pattern and it will allow you to add tiles, pieces of wood, grass, whatever you need as a ground piece. And if you're not satisfied, don't worry about it, just close it off. It's very, very simple, very, very easy. Now if you actually look at my restaurant on the inside over in that center back corner, it looks awful there at the moment. I really don't like what I've done there. Okay, now I've jumped over to one of my friend's restaurants, and yeah, he's got a machine or some kind of animal pen there that he can open. I think that's going to be the cows. Now, please do jump and have a look at your friends' restaurants because some of the designs, as I said, are really, really good. And I do think they're actually quite special in many ways. You've also got the option to invite friends. If you have anybody that you think would like this game and would enjoy playing it, do invite them to join because the more people, the merrier. And we all love to play with different people. And if you know they enjoy this game, or they would enjoy this game, especially if they're like myself, really interested in food, then go for it. Because the more people we have playing, the greater we can expand our world and horizons. And if they then join the world of players, you may find that you'd be visiting them as well. Yay! I wonder, can I see my friends on the Friends bar and on the World bar? Now that would be so cool. I wonder how often my icon comes up on the World bar. So hey everybody out there in the world, if you are not a friend of mine and you see my icon come up on the World bar, take a photo, let me know, and email it to me or make a comment below. It would be so interesting to see which country you are in and to see which country my icon has come up. Now, one thing I have noticed within the game so far, you get the option to actually help people out. Now, actually, it can be really, really challenging, especially if you are someone who doesn't have the storage space to actually help another player out. Some of the items at the lower level that it's asking for are quite high. Now, I know we're kind of restricted by the food products we can make at the moment, but I do wish sometimes that the amounts that they're asking us to do were a little bit lower or maybe varied, because it is quite challenging to help my friends out sometimes, or even to do my own orders when my truck does come. But then again, once we become more comfortable with the game, I suppose this will become easier and we will get much more comfortable with knowing which orders to do, which ones to send away, and requesting help. Now, at the moment when it comes to help, you can only request help from 2 people. Now, I do not know if this is going to change in the future. Maybe as you level up, you can start requesting more help from more people, but we will have to wait and see. In the meantime, if you do need help, do ask because someone else may have the items that you are lacking. Now, sometimes choose easy items, sometimes choose the more challenging, but keep it balanced. Only choose the items that you really are going to struggle to do. Now, as an example, today within the game, I've got one that's requesting a pasta dish, but it's also again asking me for another product which I need within the pasta dish. So it's a challenge for me at the moment to do both. So I'm afraid I've had to request some pasta dishes from some of my friends, and I hope someone's able to help me out with that. If not, I've got like the next 3 hours or so left within the game to actually get these items done, but I will try my best. Right, now once you've actually got the machines, I think you should start looking at the actual design or the imagery of the machines. Think about which ones can actually go within the back of the restaurant, and think about which machines can actually go within the restaurant area. Now, the one I'm playing at the moment makes some really, really nice drinks. Now, I've just acquired this. It's just given me a new achievement, so oh yes, I certainly love that. So leveling up within the game is such a fantastic thing. Now, when you do level up, you'll notice that you'll get these numbers. Now, go and tap on the numbers, see what's new, scroll up and down. If you want to buy them, then please do so. If not, just leave them there till later, and then maybe you can actually pick them up. Now, look at that. Look at those floor pieces. Oh, yes. And I've got grass as well. Perfect. I've been waiting for that because I'd love to have some grass outside my restaurant. And King of the Kitchen, number 1 done, so number 2 is next. Oh, yes. Now, should I do the grass now or should I do it later, I wonder? Thinking. That's a difficult choice. But level 10, oh yes. And only a couple more toolboxes to get as well, then I can level up. So for me, I've noticed that toolboxes are a little challenging to get, and the same with the tape. Now I'm not sure exactly how often they come, but I'm hoping I get some more soon, because saws for me are very easy, and the same with the gloves as well. Now I wonder, do we as players get more of one item which we can then sell to other people and hope that they would then sell back to us? We'll have to find that out as I play the game a lot more. Okay, right, I'm comfortable with what I'm going to do now, so I'm going to take a walk and I'm going to chat to the workmen who are just sitting down to the left of my restaurant doing nothing. Okay, right, I'm back, and the first thing that comes up is the latest news. Now I love this option. I think it's really great that it pops up when the game opens. That way you never miss anything within the game. So please do check out this news section. If something applies or is something that's important for you, please do go and tap on the buttons or read that information, because we all need information in the game and it's a great way to get information. Now, if you haven't done so, please head on over to the forum and do join the forum, sign up for that and start posting, because the more people post, the more people ask questions, the more people support each other, the greater it will be within the game. Now, this game is brand new and it's all down to you as players to help it develop. Okay, let's get my products going again. And yeah, my machine is ready to be opened. Oh yeah, I'm going to be making some smoothies. And we've done it! The new machine is open, and doesn't it look beautiful? So I can make some apple smoothies and some carrot smoothies. Ooh. Now I do like that. What's your favorite smoothie? I know here in Japan we have quite a few different tastes of smoothies. I think one of my favorite smoothies has to be strawberry. So I wonder, will we get a strawberry smoothie later in the game? Now you've just noticed there that I requested some revives. It's very easy. So when your tree or bush dies, just tap on it, then it will give you the option to revive or to remove it. Now reviving is really important, because the little hand message will come up and this will then tell everybody that can see your restaurant that you need support, and they will come on over, tap the icon, and yay, your tree comes back to life again. And isn't that wonderful? So for me that will be more apples. Yummy. Right, I've got a visitor walking round the back of my cows there. Now that's not okay. You might spook them. So get away from there, young person. Macaroni cheese. Oh, yummy. I love macaroni cheese. I haven't had macaroni cheese in many years. I think I might ask my wife if she will make it for me. What's your favourite style of macaroni cheese dish? Do you like macaroni with chicken? Do you like macaroni with a mild cheese or a strong cheese? What kind of macaroni do you like? Let me know. It would be interesting to see your comments. Right, checking my traders. Let's have a look at the world and see what's there, and then go and jump to some different restaurants. Ooh, I like that. Doesn't that look very nice? Now they're requesting help there, but as you notice there, I cannot help them because I'm not able to do that item until I reach level 15. So that's 5 more levels away before I can actually help that person. Now, sometimes you will find that when you do jump over to help someone out, you can't do anything at all. But it's okay. Just have a look around their restaurant, see what designs they've got, then jump back and then go to someone else's location. Maybe you can help them. But do check. This needs to be one of your first tasks every day. So check the world, check your friends, see if they've got any items that you want to buy. If they do, then spend the coins. If they need a helping hand, give them that helping hand. Now the world bar there is counting down, so I've got 8 minutes and 32 seconds left there. Now once that's counted down, I have the option to refresh, and I do strongly recommend that. So refreshing allows you to get a new set of world visitors, and sometimes it really pays, because I've noticed that you can pick up some good items sometimes from these restaurants. Yes, let's do that. And let's watch what he does. So here he goes. Yay, and he's running with the takeaway, and he's running down the back of the restaurant, and he comes through the door. And does he turn left or right? Okay, he's turned left, and he's going down the path. He says hello to some of the visitors, and he keeps going and going and going. Where is he going? Nobody knows, but let's follow him home. So is he going to go straight? And yes, he does. And across the zebra crossing. I like that safety first. But you didn't look left and right, young man. And straight past the houses and the shops. And which way is he going to go? Back across the zebra crossing. And he disappears behind the buildings. Wow, so I wonder where his house is. Now, actually, have you taken a look around? I think some of the designs of the buildings are really interesting. Now, I wonder what aspects or what design or future design aspects of the game will be introduced much later. Are we going to be restricted to this square? Okay, I know we will have the lighthouse with the fishing boat. Okay, I know we can actually jump to other people's restaurants. But what will the game hold in the future? Will there be some other areas that we can actually go to, I wonder? That's an interesting question, and I wonder if anybody can actually answer that one for me later. Now, if we did have the option to visit somewhere else, what kind of things would you like? How about a market? So let's just imagine that there was a vegetable market or a food market came to town. Now, I know to the left hand side we've got that building site area, and something's going to be built there much later. But just to the river there, there's a big open green area. So I wonder what can go there. Now imagine that maybe there was a market that came into the game and you had the option to go and buy items from different stalls that were set up for, let's say, a period of time. So maybe 24 hours or even just the 12 hours. Thinking of a regular, like normal day from 8 in the morning till, let's say, 6 in the evening. You could go to a market, buy other vegetables, maybe some different ingredients, and it could be quite interesting. I think that would be a really good aspect of the game to add. I need to go to the forum, and maybe there is an ideas section. So what would you like to see in the game? I better go and check that later. I can't remember. Was there an ideas part in the forum? Oh my god, I better double check. In fact, what I think I will do later is make a video of the sections of the forum just so you know more about it and include it in one of my videos I will be doing. That way you can know more information about what's on the forum and what kind of things they are doing at the moment. Now, if you do go to the news kiosk, it will give you a little button there that tells you where the forum is. So by tapping on it, it will open up to another page on your browser. And then once you get there, do sign up. Very simple actions, not too challenging at the moment. Nobody's helped me out quite yet in the game, so I guess all my friends are still sleeping. Or it could be the fact that I actually don't have many friends at the moment within the game at the level 10. Now, if I do look at my restaurant now, which is much, much higher, okay, I have a lot more friends on the friends bar, and I'm quite pleased about that. More friends means help much faster. Right, now it's getting very, very close. I'm thinking again of going to take a walk around my neighborhood. I would like to go and see what other buildings and restaurants are there, especially restaurants, because I want to know who I'm competing against and how I need to change. So I will say, see you all later. I'm off for a walk around my neighborhood just to have a look what there is. Enjoy watching the rest of the game. I'll be back in about an hour or so. Hello, I'm back again. Now I went for a walk around my neighborhood. I went down some of the back streets and I had a look around. And wow, I found a museum which was really, really enjoyable. So I spent an hour looking around the museum and I didn't actually check out any restaurants. I just love museums. Now, as you've just noticed, my two trees were revived there. Thank you very much for reviving those. You are awesome. And I do hope that you will come back later. And when I do need help again, revive some more trees for me. Now, my current visitor at the moment is after apple juice. But before I do anything, I've harvested my crops and I need to go to my trading area and see what's up for trade and see who needs any help. And maybe see if I have any more friends. Right, a level 10, so Myra. Ooh, I like the way you've set that up to the moment. You've got a machine outside, so cool, next to your cows. So anybody who's looking for milk can actually buy them straight away. Nice milk products there. Wicked idea. Now at the moment, okay, what you'll notice here that I actually jumped over to my trade image and tapped on that icon. Now you actually have two ways of getting to your trade boxes. One is to go to that little building or stand there and then tap on that and it will take you to this area. The other one is to actually tap on the trade icon that shows up at the bottom next to your friend's image there. Now it will depend on where you are, and I'll show you more later as we go to someone else's restaurant and have a look. Some more orders done there. I'm getting very close to the end of number 10. Oh yes. Now at the moment you can see here that each of these orders can have up to 6 items. Now does that stay the same, I wonder? Now I would imagine that it doesn't go much farther than 6 items. But if there's only one person ordering 6 items, oh my god, that's a lot of food. Some of these customers are really, really greedy. And I wonder, where do they put all of that food? Should we do it? Yes, why not? Apple juice is sold. Yay. And she's running away again. Now I'm really concerned about these takeaway customers. Running with food is not such a good idea, because you never know, you might trip over and that food gets spilt or falls onto the ground. Now I understand that my cooking is really delicious and you want to get home as fast as you can before it gets cold so you can eat it either by yourself or with your family. But please do take care. And do not run with liquids. Running with liquids is very, very dangerous. You might make the bag wet. Especially if you're carrying soup. And I just love my little soup station. Doesn't it look good there? There the soup is bubbling away. Yummy, yummy, yummy. My bread oven, oh goody. Perfect. just waiting for some more crops to grow, then I can start doing some more items. Have you actually watched the vegetables grow? It's actually quite interesting, the different stages for each of the vegetables. I wonder how many vegetables there are in total. It could be interesting to find out. What level are you at the moment? What vegetables do you have? Let me know, because it would be interesting to be able to compile a guide or to let other people know what kind of vegetables are coming within the game. What's your favorite vegetables, and which vegetables do you hate? Now, for me, the vegetable I hate the most has to be aubergine. Now, in England we say aubergine. In America you say eggplant. Here in Japan we say nasu. And I really, really do not like this vegetable. In fact, I think if I find aubergine in the game, I might not grow it. Or if I do, I'm certainly not going to eat any of those dishes. In fact, I think I will ban all aubergine-based dishes from my restaurant. So no customer is allowed to eat that vegetable. Because if I don't like it, no one else can have it. I think that's a fair way of thinking. Now, my favourite vegetable, I suppose, is a cucumber. I love cucumbers. So, peanut butter and cucumber sandwiches. Oh, to die for. I love that. I also like tomatoes. Tomatoes, though, technically, I believe, are fruit. But I still do like tomatoes. Here in Japan, I think one of my favorite vegetables will be pumpkin. I love pumpkin soup. I love the pumpkin pies. I just love the pumpkin cakes that I eat as well. Really, really enjoyable. In Japan, basically, pumpkin is called kabocha. And what I've seen in the restaurants, there are two kinds. There's the one that's orange in colour, and then there's the one that has a really interesting green shell to it, but not as delicious. Speaking of delicious vegetables, I wonder if there's swede in this game. Oh, I haven't had swede in years. Oh God, I so love that. A nice roast dinner. Oh God, I want to go home and have my mother's roast dinner. So roast beef, Yorkshire pudding, roast potatoes, cauliflower, runner beans, carrots, broccoli, broad beans. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. And swede as well. Oh, to die for. Now, I know some people say that English food is not the best food in the world, but sorry, I happen to disagree. English food, as far as I'm concerned, is like an iceberg. Now, when you think about an iceberg, only part of the food or part of the iceberg is above the water. And that's kind of like what English food is like. Now, English food is not designed to be beautiful and decorative. It's more about being wholesome, keeping you warm inside for those cold English days, and basically filling you up. Which is one reason why I love shepherd's pie. That's so good and so delicious. The same with a Ploughman's Lunch. Yummy, 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 yummy. But as I said, English food is not beautiful. Okay, now if you compare English food to other food in the world, they say that English food, especially here in Japan, they think English food is awful. But they are so wrong. And I've proved it so many times when I've actually made food for my Japanese friends. I remember the first time I actually made rice pudding over here. They were so shocked. You eat rice for dessert? Ugh, kimuchi warui, they said to me. But once they tried the rice pudding, especially the rice pudding, and I added jam to it. Now that was really a shock for them. They could not believe it. Rice pudding with jam inside. Oh my God, it's a wonderful dessert. But here in Japan, it's just unknown. And I even shocked some of my friends when I said wait for the next option, and I got ice cream, and I added ice cream to the rice pudding, and I gave them the choice. Could have rice pudding with jam or rice pudding with ice cream, and they absolutely loved it. So I do love surprising my friends with some interesting and enjoyable English food. But for you, let me know, what's your favorite food? What's your favorite recipe? What's your favorite dish? Maybe we can come up with some of our favorite dishes and then let the game owners know about it. And if it's not in the game, it might be something they might want to create. Or maybe we could have a section on the forum for our favorite recipes, and we can share recipes with each other. That would be awesome, especially if we could have some icons that would go with those recipes. So if anybody wanted to make some food for friends or family from around the world, they could just go to that section on the forum and then say, I fancy something exotic. Let's have Egyptian food. Maybe I fancy something Spanish or Italian or French or even Greek, maybe something from South America, maybe something from South Africa. Okay, what kind of dishes are there around the world that you want to share? Please go to the forum. Let's start doing this, and I will add some of the Japanese dishes there, and then you can see what they're like. In fact, if you are interested, I do have on my Facebook profile a group called for food. Now, it's mostly food that I've eaten here in Japan, but I do share images there, and you're welcome to subscribe to that group as well. But do remember, technically it's not connected with the game. Now, I also have a Facebook group which I've started for Food Street, and I've also advertised that on my profile on the forum and in the Game Center section of the forum where you're looking for new frames. So do click on that link, do join me in the Food Street group, and let's start sharing images and photos and advice and tips as well. So we're going to have two places maybe that we can start contacting and communicating with each other. One is through the Food Street forum. Please do join it. The other one is maybe the Facebook group for Red Knight's Place. And yes, I've leveled up to level 11 and I get my mushrooms. Woohoo! So 5 mushrooms, 2 gems there as well, and some more items. Oh my god, I'm so stoked. Now this time I'm going to get some columns. That looks nice. I wonder how I can use that. I've got some windows. Oh yeah, they look good as well. And a pink cow statue. Okay, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to use the pink cow statue, but maybe if I put it in front of my cow shed, maybe my cows might like it, or they may think I'm feeling a little strange. Now, actually, maybe that might be a good indication of good quality beef, because I do know here in Kobe, where I'm living at the moment, there's something called Kobe beef, which is really, really delicious. Now, personally, I find it a little bit too fatty, but it is quite expensive and it's really, really nice. But Kobe beef is expensive, and some of the Kobe beef restaurants have an icon or even a statue of a cow outside the restaurant. So it's a good indication that this place is selling Kobe beef. So if you ever come to Kobe, let me know, and then I will point you in the direction of a really good Kobe beef restaurant. Try at least once, but make sure you've got the money to pay for it. And if you do come to Kobe, Japan, again, let me know, and maybe we can go to some restaurants here, and I can introduce you to some really, really good restaurants. Maybe you can try okonomiyaki, maybe you can try the tofu, maybe you can have some nabe or some other dishes as well. I think you would like it very, very much. Level 11. Oh yes, I'm so happy. Cool. And I got mushrooms. Yay! Mushrooms. I'm so happy about that as well. Wonderful. Do I have anything different down there? Okay, none of my friends need any help, but let's go and have a look. Okay, he still hasn't opened it up yet. Maybe in another video it will be ready. Only 3 tables on the inside as well. Let's check this one out. Level 16, and yay! Okay, there was my icon to say that I've helped you out. Please do collect it, and I do like what you've done so far with your restaurant. It looks really cool. Right, I'm back at my restaurant. Okay, now I'm getting very close to the end of this video, so I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. It's been a pleasure chatting. I've been talking about food. I've leveled up to level 11. I've got some new mushrooms. Yay, so let's get some of those harvested. And wow, I've got onions coming up at level 16. I need to get there soon because onions are good as well. Fried onion rings. Oh, I can't wait. I hope they are coming soon as well. But as I said, that's it for Red Knight's Place. It's been a pleasure making dishes. It's been a pleasure talking to you about some of the food that I like and talking about where I am as well within the world. I've even recommended a few good ideas, but it's Red Knight's Place signing off for the evening. I will see you all next time.